Hey, good day to you, everybody. So today we're talking about solving trig equations. Excuse me. One thing about solving trig equations is you have to make sure your calculator is set up correctly. If you don't, then you're never going to get the right answer. Every answer you get is going to be incorrect. Okay, because if, for example, let's say I typed into the calculator 3 sine 54. That is not the right answer. It cannot be negative. That's impossible. Okay. These calculators can do a lot of neat stuff, but if you don't have it, there's only a limit to so much you can do without a little bit of your help. You have to set it to the right mode. Okay. So we actually have to hit this button that says mode. And then we have to go down and we have to change radian to degree. Okay, that's what we have to do. Now that's actually the first thing here. You have to hit mode and we have to change radian to degree. That is not optional. You have to do that, okay? You might want to do the following. This is not optional, okay? You might, when you're in mode, you might want to change float to 2. I'm going to do that because I like for the calculator to round the answers for me. I like my calculator to tell me the correct answer to 2 decimal places. So that's what most of your work today is going to be is in 2 decimal places. In fact, 2/3 of your work is probably going to be that way. So let's take a look. Let's go to, let's see, go back. You hit second mode. Clear that out. Now I'm going to type the same thing again. 3 sine 54. Now, not only is the answer not going to be positive, it's going to be rounded to 2 decimal places. 2.43. See, that is the correct answer. All right, so let's talk about the rest of this. So you might want to change, you might want to change float to 2. Okay, you might want to change float to 2. That is optional, though. Okay, there are only 3 real types of equations, okay, that you're going to have to worry about. You're going to have to worry about when x is on top. You're going to have to know what to do when x is on bottom. And you're going to have to know what to do when x is the angle. Okay, when the first type, when x is on top. When x is on top, you multiply. Okay, so for this one, x is on top. What we're going to type in the calculator is 9 sine 32. 9 times the sine of 32. You can put a time symbol in there. I'll show you. 9 sine 32. Oops. Sorry. 9 sine 32 is 4.77. Or I could have hit 9 times the sine of 32. It's still 4.77. Okay? So this answer is going to be 4.7. We're going to do the same thing here. It's going to be 15 cosine 41. 15 times the cosine of 41. 11.32. Or again, you could have just hit 15 cosine 41. Still 11.32. And then this last one is going to be 7 tangent 27. 7 tangent 27 is going to be 3.57. All right. Second type, when x is on bottom, you divide. Okay, so for this one, we're going to hit 4 divided by sine of 54. 4 divided by sine of 54 is 4.94. 9 divided by the cosine of 72. Oops, I'm so sorry. I always write that first. 9 divided by cosine 72. 9 divided by cosine 72 is 29.12. And 22 divided by tangent of 15 is 82.11. Now, you're going to ask me, do I have to write this? Do I have to write 9 divided by cosine 72? No. I'm not going to tell you have to. But I am going to tell you that if you don't, I can't I'm going to tell you that I don't require my kids to write this down, but I am going to tell you that it helps you in the long run to remember what to do if you write it down. But again, I'm not going to count off if you don't, but I do recommend that you do. Do I do it? Most of the time, yeah. Now, when you have the third type, you hit second and the second and then the trig ratio. Okay, I'm going to explain this one. When x is the angle, see this, whatever's next to sine or cosine or tangent, that's an angle. It's always going to be less than 90. I'll tell you that. So as you're working these out, this is an angle. When x is the angle, this is what we type. You type second sine 9 divided by 11. That's what we type. We hit the second button here, sine. See, we get this inverse sine. And then you type 9 divided by 11. 54.90. Now here's the thing. This is a degree, and it's been kind of wildly debated, but the consensus was that degrees should probably be in whole numbers. So we're actually going to round this to the nearest whole number, which would be 55. Okay, so I'm going to round this up to 55. That's our answer for that one. If you're looking for the degree, the answer needs to be in whole numbers. In fact, I'm going to write that. Whole numbers. 2 decimal places. 2 decimal places. Okay? This next one, I'm going to type second cosine 12 divided by 17. Whoops, wrong button. Cosine, what did I say? 12 divided by 17 is 45. 45.10, so that'll be 45. Oh, and I really should put a degree sign. And then finally, we have second tangent 7 divided by 4. And we have 60.26, or just 60 degrees. All right, folks, that's it. That's all there is to this. I hope that this makes sense, and I hope you have a real easy day doing the work. Take care.